Think we're broadcasting. Hey, Tubies, I hope you can hear me. This is Psychic Bob. Well, welcome to our gathering tonight. If you're new here, welcome. We'd love to have you be a regular. Make sure to hit subscribe, join our channel. We have a show 7 days a week here. There's always something going on. We'd love to have you be part of it. Anyways, my name is Bob Hickman. I'm a full-time professional psychic medium, and I come out of the Spiritualist church tradition. And you've landed here at my channel, which is Spirit Channel. So we welcome you to our channel. I come, as I said, from a Spiritualist church background. And in the Spiritualist church, we used to gather and do seances. Yes, there is actually a church devoted to spirit communication. It's called the Spiritualist Church. I'm currently a member of the Spiritualist National Union out of London, the SNU. Even though I'm American, I joined the British church because I just really like what they do. So if you go to a spiritualist church, either in the United States or in the United Kingdom, they have seances. And what happens is people gather in a circle. The medium goes into trance and spirits speak through them. It's called channeling or trance channeling. And so if you've never seen it before, don't be afraid. It's a little different, but it is fascinating. And I hope that, you will just kind of be open to this and see what the spirit has. I'm so glad you guys are here tonight. And I do ever so much welcome you, Anyways, so we're going to see, what the spirit world has tonight. And I hope that, you'll just go along with it. Now, I have to tell you, in all honesty, I cannot control the messages that come through. So if you don't get a message, first of all, don't be mad at me. The spirit people who work with me gauge the energy of my body and the spirits they bring through. It's a balancing act for my physical well-being because they can damage my nervous system. So I don't control it. I never even know if anything's going to come through. So, we might not get any messages. I hope we do. But sometimes the power's not strong. I just don't know. So we're going to I ask you to come with an open heart in mind. Okay. Anyways, got a few really, really serious, urgent, important announcements before we get into everything. My website is down. As many of you know, there is a professional thief and hacker who is operating out of Baltimore and Nigeria, is trying to destroy my business. If you get any emails requesting you to do an email reading and offering you discount readings, this is not from me. We have authorities involved, and the lady hopefully will soon be arrested for criminal activities. FBI, DHS, the police, they're all getting involved in Nigerian and U.S. authorities. It's very serious. She's working with a professional organized group. They're using my name to set up sites and websites and steal money from people under my name. The government knows I'm not involved in it, and so I'm not in any trouble. It's not me, but it is as a third world party that is involved with this. As a result, there are some problems at my website. If you want to be in psychic development class this weekend, you can try to buy, a reading or your class over there, but the site seems to be down. So what you want to do would be just easiest to contact me or Baroness Kolobobs through email. And, let me know. I will send out invoices for Saturday on this upcoming Friday for Saturday's class. So if you want to be in psychic development class, you will have to write me. It's kind of like Inner Circle. By the way, Sunday is Inner Circle. So if you want some more Psychic Bob in your life, Saturday we're doing a class on automatic writing. Okay, we're going to teach you how to channel through spirit and to get messages through writing. It's pretty cool stuff. So if you're interested in learning that and exploring it, that's going to be Saturday's class. Sunday is Psychic Bob's Inner Circle. And we're going to talk about the use of crystals, how crystals have been used across history, how they were used in Atlantis and Lemuria, and how you can bring that power into your life. Now, Psychic Development class, the price is $30 for that. It's 2 hours training on Saturday. It's limited to 30 people. So if you want to get in, you need to sign because that class fills up. Sunday's class is Psychic Bob's Inner Circle. It's a smaller group limited to 10 people. It's also at 12 o'clock noon on Sunday, and it goes for 2 hours. As part of the inner circle, you can also ask a psychic question and get a little reading from me directly. Both classes are going to be held on Zoom. The price for the inner circle for Sunday's class is $50. It's limited again to 10 people, so you get a lot more one-on-one time with me as part of that class. So whether you come to Psychic Development or Inner Circle, just know this weekend you can have some extra Psychic Bob in your life, and I'd love to have you. Make sure, though, if you have visited the website or having problems, please notify me as well. I need to know anything that you run into, and I really appreciate your time and your help. So thank you so much. Oh, bless you, Cole. Cole, you're too sweet. She just wrote, my Bob is the best person you'll ever meet. He has a pure heart and soul, and I love him very much. And so does all his friends. I hope they all love me. Thank you, Cole. At least I know one. I got one person who loves me. I think Cola loves me. I love her too. Thank you, Cola. So listen, let Cola know if you want to be in Inner Circle or if you want to be in Psychic Development. As I said, the website's done. I will have to manually send out invoices for that. I appreciate your support. I'm so sorry all of this is going on. It's a little crazy, but I thank you for being here. So if anybody has, again, received any communications claiming to be me, wanting to do email readings or discount readings, please, I need to know these contacts are being turned over to the lawyers and to the police and the FBI because this lady is doing major, major fraud. She's cost all of my clients, not all, but all the ones she's got, many of them have bought stuff. One lady lost $4,000. Another lady had her website hacked and she lost over $100,000, or her bank account hacked. So please, I need you to help me stop these people. Thank you. All right. Anyways, guys, I'm glad you're here. Sorry for all the depression. I want to say a big shout out, thank you to all of you who came into last night's private event. We didn't have a show last night because I had a private event. I forgot to tell you guys that we weren't having Wiccan Wednesday, but we'll make that up next Wednesday. Make sure to watch Cola's announcements in the chat. She'll give you updates on everything. But anyways, we're here tonight. Thank you for joining us. Thank you to all you who came up to this private event. We had a great private message circle. Got a lot of interesting guides come through and information. Tonight, we're going to gather and do an old style spiritualist seance. I'm going to go into trance and we're going to see what the spirit people have. But before we get into it, I just want to share a point from the teachings of the Declaration of Principles from the old spiritualist manual. And it's point number 1. There in the American church are 9 points. In the British church are 7. But the first one in both the British church and the American is number 1. We believe in infinite intelligence. I just want to touch in on that just thought for a moment. Power, you might call it God. We call it infinite intelligence. It's the power of the mind of the cosmos that emanates all life, into which we all return at the end. So if you're wondering, if you're saying tonight, I just don't know if I believe in God. I'm tired of these churches threatening me with hellfire. Spiritualist doesn't believe that. Spiritualists believe that the force that created all things is loving, that all light, love, and life come from it. And in the end, all return to it. So that is infinite intelligence. So I just want to share that thought with you tonight. Just a little thought for you to think about, All right, we're having some tech issues tonight, Thank you, Robin. Robin said, last night was wonderful. Thank you again. Thank you, Rob. Sandra D says, private event was great. Thank you so much. Yeah, Robin, I agree. Robin Boss says, it's horrible that some scammer would do this. This is causing me a lot of damage in the industry because people now are thinking that I'm involved in this and they're not talking to me. Some people have canceled events for me. It's having a real world impact on me. And I can guarantee you when I get this lady in court, I'm going to take her down. So thank you for your patience and your support. If you want anything right now, just write to me directly and we'll sort it out. Okay. You guys are great. Well, we're going to get ready for our seance. I just want to share that thought from spiritualism because a lot of you ask questions about spiritualism. So people say, do you believe in God? And the answer is yes, but we call God infinite intelligence. So meditate on that, okay? All right, we're going to take the lights down now. All right. And actually, let's just do an invocation before we do that. I want everybody to take your hands off your keyboards just for a minute and just join with us. Just close your eyes. Let's just center ourselves. Mother, Father, God, eternal spirit, infinite intelligence, we invoke your divine presence this night. May the spirit of divinity infuse our gathering. May we gather in joy and happiness and peace. We invite now those who would come from the other side to guide us, our loved ones, our master guides, our teachers, our angels, all who would come with the messages of hope, help, and joy, messages of enlightenment. We welcome you. We allow only the highest and the best spirits in, and we thank you for this night of gathering. May we all be open now as we open the door to the world of spirit. And we open now the door to the other side. So mote it be. And so mote it be. Whew! Glorified. All right, I'm going to take the lights down. In the Spiritualist church, we used to do seances in the red light. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take the light down. Oh, we're in the dark. Oh, no, we're Psychic Bob. You know, if we were doing a physical phenomena sense, we do it in this darkness like you see now. Ooh, that looks kind of ghostly. Look at my face. That's kind of weird. But we're not going to do it in this much dark, though we could. We're going to do it in the red light. All right. We're now in the red light. Hopefully you can see me. All right. You guys are the best. Thank you so very much. Well, I'm going to settle down and go into trance. We never know what's going to happen, so I can't guarantee anything tonight. And I hope you're okay with that. All right. Tammy Sabruta goes, Bob, pay the light bill. Oh, did I pay the light bill? Oh, I don't think we paid the light bill. Thank you, Tammy. I needed a laugh today. It's been a little bit of a challenging day, but thank you for giving me a laugh. And thank you to all of you for being here. Well, I'm going to settle down and relax and go into trance. And we'll see what the spirit people have. All right. So let us just relax and see what happens. So mote it be. Oh, this is Fletcher. Give us just a moment. We've got to get control of the medium's frequency. Oh, there we go. You know, sometimes when we try to work with the medium, we can't get the frequencies to match right because we've got to lower our vibration and the medium's got to raise their vibration. And if we kind of miss each other, we're going too low, they're going too high, then we can't get our voices through. Contrary to popular belief, we don't actually enter into the body of the medium, though it looks like that. We're actually standing behind the medium, and we've got etheric cords attached to them, and it sends our frequency through. And it's kind of like a remote control because we can control the muscles of the body. We control the voice cords, the larynx. We control the mouth and the face. We control everything, but we've got to be very careful because if we send through too much current, it can fry out the body. And there have been mediums who have had nervous conditions and damage because their guides were too eager to send through too much power. So know that we're here with you and we're doing the best we can to hold the frequency. But we've got to be mindful of our medium's frequency. Well, so glad to be here with you tonight. And we got a few people we want to pop in and say hello. So I'll be stepping from the body. Greetings. My name is Alfred. I wish to come to speak to you about the words that our medium spoke earlier. The truth of infinite intelligence. When I was a young man, I joined the Spiritualist movement, and I come to understand that infinite intelligence is the very mind and heart of God. My parents were devout Christians and did not like my participation in spiritualism. But the ironic part is that in the end, all of our lives return back to the source of good. If you have trouble accepting God and thinking that God is an evil person who judges people and casts them off into hell, we ask you to consider that we come from that world of spirit, and we are more able to show you God than perhaps your local minister. Understand that the term infinite intelligence, which our medium here has spoken to you, is a wonderful term. Many of us over here use this term. It is, I suppose, a less loaded term than God the Father. For many people have had abusive relationships with their father, or their father has been distant or hostile in some way. And for you humans, you have the tendency to project onto God whatever is your human condition. When we speak of the divine, and this is the term, the divine spirit, as infinite intelligence, it removes us from that laden word of Father, of God the Father. There's been much abuse done in that name. God is a father, but God is also a mother. Try to embrace the truth that the cosmos is created in love and is sustained in love. And as our medium said earlier, it is true that all return to that light, to that being of love. So if you have trouble with the terms God or Father God or any of that, perhaps you can consider infinite intelligence as your leading spirit. I shall not beleaguer the point, but only wish to clarify that as somebody who dwells in that light. I thank you for receiving me. My name is Alfred. Please call upon me. Oh, there we go. Oh, this is Fletcher. Give us just a moment here. Well, that was Alfred. He's been away the last few weeks. He's been doing a lot of special assignments as a spirit guide, but we're so glad that he could pop in tonight. Well, I got another person here. Oh, she's pacing about eager and excited, so I won't keep her waiting. Thank you so much. I'll be back in a little while. Greetings, my dears. This is Rose. Oh, I do hope that you can hear me out there. You know, all this talk about infinite intelligence, it has me most excited. Do you know, I was one of those people who thought of God as a judgmental father. My own father, though quite a good man, at times was a little harsh. And I suppose due to my relationship with him, I thought, I don't know much about this God. I suppose he's all right. I actually quite like the concept of Jesus. He seemed a little more friendly than the Father. And as for the Holy Spirit, well, that was lost on me. I couldn't figure what good there would be in a spirit who floated around without a body. At least Jesus had a body, or so they told me. And you know, as a very material person, which I was in my lifetime, I was a little, well, I suppose, difficult in understanding spiritual things. Though I cannot lay fault on my vicar. No, he was quite a good man. It was my own stubbornness. Well, anyways, I do agree with everything that they've all said here tonight about infinite intelligence. And it brings me great joy to have the opportunity to come over from the spirit world to visit with all of you tonight. I do hope you will not mind that whilst I'm here, I should like to, I don't know, I say, share a word with some of you, if I might do that. I should like to first start this evening with my dear friend Scott. Scott, you reside in that lovely state of South Carolina, I believe. Though I've never been there, I should like to visit with you more closely there. and learn about your world. I must tell you that whilst I'm here tonight, I've come to let you know that the spirit world is putting healing about you. Doris has been telling me of your condition, and you need not fear. You shall not go into relapse, provided, my dear, that you keep the balance. Sometimes the body slows down because spirit wants you to slow down. You have so much energy and you worry so much, my dear. You know, you have care and concern for your livelihood and your family. But understand that you don't have to worry about everything so much. I was a bit like you. I used to stay up all night wondering, spending my time saying, oh, what if the stock market crashes? What if our bank doesn't perform well? What if the royal family don't invite me to the next big event? You see, my dear, I spent my life worrying about so many things. And you know, I think it will lessen my health a little bit, you know. And I tell you, when the war started and I could not go out, you know, we had blackout conditions. We had these black drapes over our curtains. Windows, we had to turn the lights out and stay in the darkness. Oh, it drove me mad, my dear. I could not be disciplined. And it was because I was so stubborn that it led to my death. Anyways, my dear, I don't wish to beleaguer you with that, but I do wish to help you understand that worry has been a problem for you. And we come over from our world. We come from the spirit world to tell you that all the worry won't get you anywhere. Let go of it, my dear. Have a little more confidence in us. In fact, we have a friend here who should like to speak to you on this subject. Just a moment. Yeah. Well, good evening. Can you hear me out there? This is Ford coming through. I'd like to speak to you, Scott, and I'd like to let you know that, well, how do I say this? I had a lot of concerns in my own life, and I spent a lot of energy trying to drown my thoughts. It was to my own destruction. I'm so thankful you don't have the struggle that I had. You see, in my lifetime, I was an alcoholic. I drank and I drank because I had too many things in my head. I did not understand properly. I was not properly trained, I must say, in how to open and close the channel as the mediums of today have. And at the same time, I was, how do I say this? I was given over to much anxiety. And between being an anxious person and being a medium, I had to slow that mind down. And the only way I knew was alcohol. Now, fortunately, Scott, you don't have this problem. And I'm very thankful to be able to say that I don't see this alcohol issue around you. But I do want you to understand that you must give better balance to your life and to your body. Now, I know you've had a lot of concern about the business side of things, but honestly, it will go just fine for you in the coming weeks. So I don't want you to worry about none of that, because all over here in the spirit, we look out for everything. And it is my great joy to come and to help you with all of that. So I do hope you'll remember to keep talking to me, because I'm around always, and just call on me. My name, Arthur Ford. Thank you, Scott. Oh, this is Fletcher. Give us just a moment. All right, I think we got control of the medium's frequency. Well, we'll let Rose have a word with you. Oh, there we go, Fletcher. I think we've attained the body. Hello, dear. Oh, Scott. We're so very pleased that Arthur Ford could come through here for you tonight. And we do hope you've enjoyed having the opportunity to hear from him. I do thank you for letting us come. Your presence here has brought a lot of joy to me. And those of us in the spirit world, we know the souls that are making advancement and progress. And we're very pleased with what you've been doing. Continue on, my dear. By the way, Arthur Ford's asked me to speak to you about expanding your explorations with the ghost box. I don't like being called a ghost, my dear, but if you can get our voices through, we'd be most thrilled. Anyways, that's the term they're using. It's called the voice box, and we want you to understand it. Thank you, my dear. Blessings to you. Oh, this is Fletcher. Give us just a moment. Some frequency issues. There we go. All right, Rose, I think you can come back. There we go, Fletcher. Oh, thank you, my dears. Oh, we have to be careful. Sometimes too much energy goes for the medium, and it makes them a little worried. But I'm so thankful to be here. Whilst I'm here, I should also like to speak to another person. My dear Tammy, are you here? Tammy Bruno. Oh, my dear. I'm so pleased to have the opportunity to come to you this evening. You know, over in the spirit world, you and your husband are being spoken of very highly. There are many people over here who are very impressed with you. And you know, my dear, each of you are growing in your power. It's such a joy stopping in to visit with you last night. And we have a few people here that want to say hello to you whilst we're here. Let's see if we can sustain the frequency. Bear with us this night. We're having a little problem with the medium's body. Hello, this is Ellen. Can you hear me? Helen Duncan here. Oh my. Well, I got to tell you, lass, sometimes when we come over, we have a little problem with it and all. So be patient with us. You're making great progress, and we're most pleased with you. But I said, she's all right, smart lass, she is. We're going to help you with that physical mediumship, and Jack is back here with me. And he wants you to know that you and Charles, well, I suppose we call him Chuck, we're going to help both of you. But you got to just let us come closer. Sometimes there's a little fear, and a little fear, well, it might slow you down a little bit. But as you get to know us, it'll be a little easier for you. Well, here's Jack, and let him talk. Rose, can we put him through? Hey, Chuck, it's Jack. Jack Weber here for you. Can you hear me? Well, Ruben's back here, been singing, and I don't know that we'll let him through to sing to you, but he's back here with us. And we want to tell you that we're very happy that you've been listening to us. Every time we come around, we're trying to give you signs. You're going to have an increase in the raps. You're going to have a little more noise, a little bit of voice phenomena. Watch for the flashing light, and then you'll hear my voice coming through. All right, Ruben wants to come in and say hello. So I'd want to let you know that we haven't forgotten you. Ruben, come forward. Oh, save our gracious King, long live our noble King. God save the King. Oh, I love to sing my song. This is Ruben. Save him victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us. Oh, God save our King. Oh, I love to be with Jack and with you. We're going to have a lot of fun. Better watch, the tables will be flipping soon. Oh. Oh, there we go. Just a moment. This is Fletcher. We got to help the medium's frequency. All right, Rose, come on back. Chuck and Tammy, this is Rose. What wonderful guides you both have. My dear, if you have trouble connecting with them, do call upon me. I would help bring them through for you. But I think that you'll be finding a lot more connection coming. We're so pleased. My dears, I suppose I should say to you what they used to say during the war. They used to have these posters about it, used to say, keep calm and carry on. And I quite like that phrase. And so both of you here, do not worry about everything. Just keep calm and carry on. Oh, my dears, thank you for letting me come and speak to you tonight. Such a blessing it is to visit with you. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much, my dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Just a moment. Oh, there we go. We're having little frequency issues here tonight, so bear with us. I think so, Fletcher, yes. I should like to also speak to my dear friend. Well, I should call us friends. I hope you don't mind if I'm a bit forward. I know you as Rise Above. Lovely lady that you are. Rise Above. Hello, Rise Above. It's Rose. I do hope you will allow me to come and visit with you here this evening, and I thank you for taking the time to join with us. My dear, I must tell you, your light is growing immensely. Over here in the spirit world, we see people in terms of their light. This last year for you, you've done a lot of soul searching, and we want you to know that you're not alone. There are many angels that have helped you. Archangel Michael is one of your protectors. Though he's not able to come through our medium tonight, I wish to let you know that he is about you, and he's going to continue to help you. We'll have some financial blessings coming. It won't be probably until later in the spring, towards the end of April. But my dear, you're ready for growth in all areas of your life. This last year for you has been a year of discernment. You've been discerning, what do I want in my life? What do I not want in my life? Who is productive to my life? Who is not productive? These are weighted decisions you've crossed through making. But those of us in the spirit world have been noticing your progress. And we wish you to know that your light is growing strong. Do not be afraid of making change, for change is part of your journey on the earth. Sometimes when you come to a crossroads in your life, it's very easy to get frozen. And what I mean by that is you hesitate to make a change. My dear, as we go into the spring, more and more opportunities for change are coming. You have some financial blessings, I said, in April. But I think throughout the summer months, you're going to really find that you're ready to do a lot of other changes. So allow yourself growth and opportunities, allow new friendships. For the spirit world helps you to grow by bringing people into your life. You see, for you, it's been a little bit of a challenge learning to trust again. Oh, my dear, the earth is full of craziness, and one must go with a bit of trepidation. But we're coming in now, and Michael will be guiding you. You need not fear. My dear, I hope that you will receive this message in the spirit in which it is intended. And as I said to Tammy and Chuck earlier, I think the British World War II poster is most appropriate. The saying, keep calm and carry on. And my dear, you will carry on in a grand way. We thank you for receiving us this night. And by the way, you have another spirit guide besides Michael's with you. There's a lovely lady named Jane who's around you. She's a medium. She died about 20 years ago, and she's guiding you. She was a medium in Washington, D.C. named Jane, and she's here as well. and she's asked me to relay to you her presence. I don't know that we can bring her through the medium. Let us see. Fletcher's power sufficient. Can she come through the medium? Just a moment, my dear. Would you try to put her through? Well, I don't know that I can rightly come through here. I'm trying. Hello, rise above. You may not know me. My name is Jane, and well, I was a medium. I lived in Georgetown. I wasn't anybody famous, but I used to hold little seances at my home. I was, I suppose you might call a bit of a society matron. Yes, I was a little bit in Washington society in the years ago, back and mostly in the 60s and 70s I was. But I've been very drawn to your light because there's a saying we say over here in the spirit world. We say that souls all know each other. And I think that we in some way know each other. I don't believe we haven't met on earth, but it's as if I feel a kinship with you, and I should like to come and to help you if I can, if you would allow me. And if you wish to talk to me, just say, Jane, will you come and help me? I would really be quite honored to spend time with you. And I think that I could help you a little bit with your journey. You see, you have a lot of psychic gifts, and sometimes you hesitate to embrace them. I understand that. Even though I was medium and I used to do seances, I sometimes would say, I just don't know if I'm ready for all of this. People said I did wonderful work. And, as I said, I enjoyed my life in Georgetown. I was very fortunate that both my husband and I were very successful. And I suppose, it allowed us an entry into society. As Rose was saying to you earlier, I do think, and I agree with her, that you're at a time of change. And, I think you're going to have new friends in your life. You're kind of, in a sense, entering into society as well. I remember when I first moved to Georgetown, I was a little nervous. And I said to my husband, I don't know if I'll fit into this town. I mean, it's very grand, If you've ever been to Washington society, it's a little intimidating. And my husband said to me, he said, Jane, you'll fit in just fine. Just be yourself. And I thought to myself, I think my husband's right. I just have to be myself. And so that's my advice to you. Don't try to fit in. Just be yourself. Because those who are drawn to you will be drawn naturally. And that makes for the best type of friendships. Well, I do hope you don't mind my intruding on your evening, but thank you for letting me visit with you. And I hope you'll call on me. My name is Jane. And I'll tell you my other name later. I don't wish to put too much spotlight on myself tonight. But thank you for receiving me. And I do look forward to speaking to you. Thank you for this lovely Lady Rose who helped us to connect. There we go. Rise above. We do hope you enjoyed having the opportunity to meet her. What a lovely lady Jane is. I think she'll be a great blessing to your life. Thank you, my dear, for receiving me. Whilst I'm here, I should also like to speak to another dear friend of mine. Lady Cola, are you here? They call you Baroness. I love that. You are Baroness. I've heard you talked about. You really are Baroness, my dear. It's very lovely. I was a member of the nobility myself, and I shall not tell you my full name. But, dear, let me say first off, you're very close to my house in London, and it took all the energy to keep silent. I almost wanted to tell our medium, but I don't think he's ready for it, and for his own well-being, I shall not reveal myself. Rose, as many of you know, is not actually my name. I have a different name. for this medium's well-being, I'm keeping my identity secret. Anyways, Baroness, I shall call you Baroness. I want to tell you, first of all, thank you for your conversations with me. You've delivered messages to help our medium here, and I'm very thankful, for he needs someone to keep an eye on him. We do worry about him. But, my dear, I'm not so worried about him, and I'm not actually worried about you. Because as I look forward for you, you have a lot of happiness in your future. You see, you shall be moving on to your own home soon, and I've been working on it, along with your grandmother, along with Doris. All of us have been working together. And there's a new lady coming into your life. I think you know who she is. I shan't reveal her name here publicly. But she's also going to be a great help. We brought her over into your life. My dear, you will not do it all on your own. It is an alliance. It is, well, I suppose, a teamwork effort. So many people on the earth think that they have to do it all on their own. But, my dear, nothing is truly accomplished without the help of others. So will you allow us to help you further? Don't put up your stubbornness, and don't push away those who want to help. Please know that those of us in the spirit world are on guard, and we know all things. So I wish to come to you today just to let you know. Doris sends her greetings. She's off doing something, but she'll be here a little later. But she's asked me to let you know that she hasn't forgotten you either. My dear, you will see in the next month doors opening that you could not imagine, opportunities for new life, new beginning. And we promise you that in the spring, you will feel very free in your life, and joy will be restored. You will have opportunities to indulge in your true desire to do art, to explore magic, to explore spirituality, without judgment, without people interfering. Yes, my dear, you're moving on. And we in the spirit world are very interested in that. For your mission must be accomplished. And it can only be accomplished when you have the environment in which you can grow. So don't worry, my dear, you're not going to be in purgatory forever. Though right now it does feel like you're in purgatory. But you're not, my dear. Those of us from the spirit world, we are here to help you. We are here to guide you. You will be protected and you will be helped. Do not push away those who would help you. My dear, thank you for receiving my message. Oh, this is Fletcher. Give us just a moment while we get control of the medium's frequency. All right, Rose. There we go. Yes, Fletcher, I think we're back. Oh, my dears, thank you so much for your patience tonight. I should also, whilst I'm here, like to have a little word with my dear friend Robert. Robert, are you here? Can you hear me? This is Rose. Oh, Robert, listen, I want to tell you. Right now you're crossing through a bit of a dark night of the soul. When one crosses through such an experience, one starts to doubt one's very life. You may be feeling as if you cannot trust your friends. And why have they betrayed me? And why is my work not advancing me like I should like? Why do I feel stuck? Robert, you've hit a plateau in your life. A plateau is when you've climbed to a new level, but you don't feel like you're growing or going anywhere. When you're at a plateau, this is a sign of rest. And from the spiritual world's perspective, we see that you need a little restoration, a little rest. Rest comes from the word restoration. And so we want you to be gentle with yourself now. You will have new friends coming in the spring. And as we get into April and May, you'll get to start fresh. There are people now around you who are being very, what's the word? We say catty, when they are speaking rudely and being a little distant and a little assumptive. You do not need these people in your life. Though you say, but those are my friends. They were your friends, my dear. But friendships have a way of changing, of evolving. And sometimes friends drift away. And yet, for those of us who follow infinite intelligence, we know that all things run in cycles, and new friends shall come into your life. So, my dear, you're at a rest place, a plateau. Don't have any fear about that. There is no loss for you. And in fact, as we get into April and May, ironically, your school district will start to see your value again. There will be some changes in the leadership that you work with, and this will open up new doors of opportunity for you. And come the autumn time, I suppose around August, September, you will have opportunities for advancement in the work. So though right now you're resting, it is a time of restoration. And one comes out of restoration, one has joy, and one has success. Do not be afraid. We are keeping you safe. And though there are erratic weather patterns where you are, you will not be touched nor harmed. The spirit world is guiding you and protecting you. And we invite you each day to simply be present, to listen for our voices. This I hope you. I thank you, Robert, for receiving me this night, and I do ever so much hope that you understand all that I'm bringing through to you. Our blessings to you, dear Robert. Thank you, my dear. Oh, my, it's lovely. You know, whenever we have the opportunity to visit with each of you, it is such a blessing for us. You know, as I look upon the group tonight, I can see you all over the world with your souls glowing. Our eternal soul brings a light, and that light can be seen wherever we are and wherever you are. From the spirit world vantage, we can see all things. Whilst I'm here, I'm being drawn back to my dear friend, Lady Jane. Lady Jane, this is Rose. Can you hear me this night? I must say, I do like your name very much. Lady Jane of the Earl Grey tea tribe. Do you know the royal family have been drinking Earl Grey for generations? And you know, whenever they would come around, my mother used to go into a fit. She'd say, quick, find the Earl Grey. And sometimes I'd say, Mother, I think we're almost out. She'd send me to the market. Those days were quite fraught with anxiety, worrying that the tea was good. But do you know, Queen Mary never made a mess about it. Her and King George V used to come by our home. I shall not forget those days. Well, anyways, I want you to understand, my dear, that you are coming into a time of greater peace. You know, dear, you've been through challenges greater than most people. And sometimes you feel alone and you say, I don't want to go on. But you know, my dear, for your dear little ones, you are here and you will be sustained and supported by the spirit world. The world around you, my dear, cannot understand you, and some would wish you to be gone from this world. I don't wish to say that, but it's the truth, and I think you know it. But you will not be absented from this world, for you're here on a mission. You're here on a mission for infinite intelligence. You see, your children see in you the light of the mother God, the light of infinite intelligence. I know many days you feel that you cannot reflect that to them, but it reflects through you even when you're not aware. And we come from the spirit world to remind you that you're already a spirit. You're on a great journey. You will be saved in the end, as well as your children. But your key to survival is to pray, to talk to our world, to stay close to what you know is truth. Work your magic, my dear. Magic is of the soul. Oh, this is Fletcher. Give us a moment here. Oh, there we go. Excuse us, there's a little electrical current interruption. Oh, there we go. Pardon me, dear, for the interruption. There's a lot of currents in here this evening. But as I was saying, my dear, when you stay close to the spirit world, you have an etheric power, and magic is of the soul. And as you explore the realms of magic, you're actually touching in on the spirit realm. And so draw from our realm your power, my dear. Work your magic, cast your spells. There is true power there. And because you are aligned with the light, you never need fear anything, my dear. I have your father back here, and he wishes to say hello to you, if I might bring him through. Just a moment. Let us see if we can sustain the frequency. Hi, Janie. You should not hear. Well, you know, the crossover from this place to your place, it gets me a bit parched here. And I wouldn't mind a cup of tea. I should like that very much. Darling, whilst I'm here, I want to tell you, everything she's telling you, that's the right thing. Don't worry about nothing. I'm watching out for ye. Heaven's watching out for you. And I couldn't be more proud of you and my grandbins. You see, it's love. Love's the connecting key. I loved you since you was born. I loved you, Mom. I love your children. It's that love that connects us all. So hold on to that love. It's a silver cord. Every soul has a silver cord. When I come over here, I said, how did I get free of that? And they said, well, we loosened the cord. You popped over. And it's that cord that links us all. Well, I can't stay. They say the power's not strong, but I do love you, and I'm not forgetting you. And I'll take that cuppa now if you got it ready. I love you, my dear. You're going to come through just fine. Stay close to us. Oh, there we go. What a pleasure it is to visit with each of you. Well, I've got a special guest here. Some of you know him. He needs no introduction, so I shall let him come through with Fletcher's permission. Just a moment, my dears. I suppose that when one wishes to communicate from our world, it does take a bit of effort, but it is an effort that is worth it. I think through my own life, all the efforts that those who dwelt in spirit made to come through to help me and to help all of my clients, and those who come through our medium to help all of you. It is true that communications between our worlds has never yet been fully perfected, although we think that the scientists on the earth and the scientists over here are starting to get it a little closer. In your time, you have all these electronic devices that give evidence of our world. I must say it's all a bit lost on me. I'm a little hesitant to enter into all these scientific analysis of things. I was on the earth. I was very tested. They would put duct tape on my mouth and plasters and all sort of thing to bind me up in ropes. And yet the voices still came through me. They were baffled, the scientists. We cannot understand how such things occur. And I said, it's very simple. There is this world, and there is the spirit world. And I invite all of you to understand that the spirit world is as real, in fact, it is more real than your world. Your world is an impermanent world. And you say, but no, it's not, it lasts forever. Well, I ask some of you who own automobiles, or you call them cars, how many cars or automobiles have you had in your lifetime? Think back to when you first began driving. You still have that car. Now, some of you will say, of course, Les still have that car. But I dare say that many of you here, that car eventually went away. What happened to it? It probably decayed, the electrical system went, the engine went, the body rusted away. Think of cars, and this will give you an example of how impermanent your world is. Ask yourself, how many automobiles have I had in my lifetime? And ask yourself, where did they go? Everything in your world is temporary. Automobiles, even pets. And I know many of you have beloved pets. And I can assure you that all your pets, most of you have outlived them, I suppose. But if your animals live a good 10, 15 years, if you're lucky. But where are they? They go to the realm of spirit. So our world is the eternal realm, because no one dies over here. Animals never die again. And when you come over, you will be reunited with all that you've known and loved. All your beloved pets will be here in the spirit world. People say to me, I miss my animals. I said, yes, but they are here with us safe, and you will see them again. Some of you say, I miss my mother, I miss my father, I miss my cousin, I miss my neighbors. They're all over here in the spirit world. And this is why we come over to your world. For it is important that you have a right understanding of life, that life is eternal. From spirit, we pity those on the earth who have forgotten who they are. We like to say everyone's trapped in a grand illusion and amnesia. It's true that the veil is put over you. You do not remember who you really are. And it is necessary for you to operate in the earth realm in its full capacity. But just because you do not remember your life before and your life in spirit, and you do not remember heaven, does not mean that you cannot embrace heaven. Deep inside, as they were discussing earlier, as Alfred and the medium were talking about infinite intelligence, that infinite intelligence is real, and it is put in each person's heart, knowledge of eternal life. Now, some of you here today said, I do not believe that. I think it's all a bunch of bunk. Well, it doesn't matter what you believe. Well, it does matter to a degree, because your joy in this world can be greatly enhanced by being open to infinite intelligence, being open to the spirit world. How much more help you could have in your life if you would allow us to come closer. But I should like to just impart this thought to you tonight, that life is eternal. Each person here tonight, you are going to have signs and wonders in the next 10 days. You will get evidence of the spirit world. A paranormal event will come into your life. It might be a subtle thing, like you're told to go buy a lottery ticket and then you win $5. Now, do not use the spirit world to say that Leslie Flint is encouraging gambling. No. But occasionally we will inspire a little act in your life that will give you evidence. For some of you, it will be simply to place a phone call. And when you place that phone call, you end up having an opportunity for a new job come to you. Be open to our guidance and be open to where it will lead you. And you shall have evidence of the spirit world. Well, I shall not stay long. I wanted to simply bring a message to all of you here this evening. And I want to say thank you for letting me come. And I do hope that you will consider embracing the concepts of eternal life, the concept that you are loved and supported and truly are connected to infinite intelligence. If you should like to speak to me, my name is Flint. Leslie Flint. Thank you. There we go, my dear Rose. I'm so very thankful for Leslie's presence and all the spirit people. Do you know, even the spirit world, one never stops learning. And when you come here, you will understand that more fully. There are opportunities to go to classes, to go to school, to do university, to sit in on symposiums and lectures, and to attend theatre events. Always learning, always growing. That is life in the spirit world. And I learn so much when I get to visit with each of you. I come to know you better, and I get to hear your guides help you, and I am blessed in return, my dear. Our power is starting to fade, and I do not wish to tax our medium. The currents have been a little strange, huh? Fletcher asked me to step from our medium now. But I do want to tell you, thank you, my dears. Thank you for receiving me. I do hope that you will know that those of us who dwell in the spirit world do very much love you. And I do hope that you will know that you can call on us. So the power's starting to go. Thank you, my dears, for receiving me. Please call upon me. Love you all. Give me just a moment, guys. Oh, hold on a second, guys. I hope everything went all right. It sounds like you're talking about animals. Did any animals come through? Hi, 007. 007 Connecticut says, notice how the light in the room changes as other spirits channel through Bob Fentis. Are you serious? I didn't know that. I'm going to have to go back and watch this. When I come back from channeling, I have to tell you, those of you who may not know, I don't know what's happened. So I'll have to go watch the video later. But I hope everything went all right. I feel okay. Felt like a lot of energy going through me tonight. But it wasn't painful or anything. Baroness Kolobob says, you were rocking, babes. Thanks for tonight and thanks for the message from Rose. She said, spring, you will get me yes, thank you. I will have to explore that. Thank you. Lovely. Lady Jane, the Earl Grey Tip, you were singing. I was singing? Oh my God, no. I don't know who's singing. I wasn't singing. Maybe a spirit might have sang. Lady Jane, and there goes, God save the king of all things. Oh my God. I got to go see this. All right. Well, thank you. There's William Rock. Hey, William Rocker, good to see you. Thank you for being here. You're still on my list to call. I'm going to give you a call this week, okay? There's Tammy Sabruno. You guys are here. There's Joey. Hi, Joey. Good to see you. Bob Hickman team. I guess I do have a team. Charles says, Bob, thank you. Helen Duncan, Jack Weber, and Ruben came through for me and Tia. Oh, my God. That's really cool. I got to see this. All right. Hi, Amy. Amy said these seances are my favorite. Thank you. There's Celie J. Hey, Celie J. I'm so happy, guys. Well, it sounds like it was a nice night, and I thank you guys. Anyways, I'm going to wrap it up because I've got a busy day tomorrow with readings. But I want to say thank you. By the way, just a quick announcement. If anybody wants to get on my schedule for private readings, please email me. The website is having some problems with purchases. Please contact me through email. I will send an invoice to you. If you want to be in psychic development class, it appears that is down as well. Please tell me if you want to be in. Send me an email. We'll put together invoices and send them out Friday. Don't wait till Friday because I need to get them out by Friday. So let me know as soon as possible. Tammy Subruna says, Bob, Ruben came through and sang. Oh my God, Ruben, he's crazy spirit. I can't wait to hear that. That's cool as stuff. Excuse me. Oh, can't cuss. Cool as all. Cool as all. That's really cool. William Rocker says, twice I heard another spirit while Doris was coming through. Not sure if on your end or on mine. All right, well, we'll go back and watch it. We'll see what happens. That's really cool. Scott said, Bob singing Scare My Dog. Oh my God, I got to see this. That's crazy. Oh, hey, there's Melinda Tornay. Hi, Melinda. Melissa's came late, but the show was terrific. God bless you. Well, I just let the spirit people do what they want to do, and I'm glad it sounds like everything went okay. This is the irony. It's like I miss it, so I don't know what happened until I go watch it. Well, you guys are great. Thank you so much. Well, listen, I need to have some dinner and get recharged. I want to say thank you for being here. And thank you, William Rocker. Thank you. Yes, you'll hear from me. All right, guys, listen, I want to say thank you for being here. Again, due to hacking issues, if you want to get on in my class, either Saturday development class or Sunday inner circle, please email me. The website is down, and I will get you guys on the list and get invoices to you. It seems that I can use PayPal, but it's through the website that there are problems. Thank you, guys. I love all of you very much, and I hope that you will join us. All right. I love you. Listen, big shout out to Baroness Kolobas. Baroness, thank you for moderating tonight while I was away. Everybody give thumbs up for Baroness. She just rocked it. And thank you. And thumbs up for all the spirit people. We're so blessed to have them in our lives. Anyways, I'm in the red light. I'm not going to bring up the white lights. I'm going to stay in the red light just a little longer because I think that when you're a medium, you have to be careful with light exposure. That's a whole story in itself. But thank you very much. It's so good to have all of you here. Thank you for your support. And I love you. Blessings to all of us. Be here at 7 p.m. We'll see you then, all right, for live psychic readings. I love you guys. Thank you so very much. Thank you for being here. Blessed be. Good night.